Well, coming up on today's show, of course, you can feel fall in the air, and you know those leaves are changing. It's just around the corner, but there's a lot of fun things to do in Central Ohio, and that's what we're doing on today's show is we're exploring some of the fun things to do, some of the great festivals in the area. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show. Grab a cup of coffee and stay with us. I got to tell you something, in the fall, there's nothing like the Halloween season and coming out to a pumpkin farm where you can pick your own pumpkins. We are at the Laner Pumpkin Farm, and just an amazing amount of things to do for the whole family. You will absolutely love coming out here. We had an opportunity to talk to Sean Laner about some of the things you're going to find here in Radnor, Ohio. Tell us how you got started in the pumpkin farm business. That's got to be an interesting story.
It is an interesting story, actually. Been doing this for a while. Back when I was 13 years old, we moved to this property here in Radnor, Ohio. It started out all out as a 4-H project and had some really good fertile soil that we decided to plant some pumpkins for 4-H one year, and they grew great. We had a whole wagon load more than what we could carve and knew what to do with. We stuck it out by the busy road out here. They sold like crazy. Money coming in, and a little light bulb went off and thought, could be a good way to earn some college money. Yeah. So next year I grew a couple wagon loads, 5 acres, 10, 20, and now we do 42 acres of pumpkins here.
Tell us a little bit about what they're going to find here on the farm.
We've got tons of family-oriented fun here for all ages. We've got pedal go-karts, which we've added this year. You can ride around a track, race, have some winners. We've got a jump pad for all ages. We've got a jump house, a petting zoo, free hay rides, free parking. We also do bonfires and group events, and of course pick your own pumpkins in the patch, along with a putt-putt golf course and 2 indoor play areas.
You bring school groups in as well, right?
Yes, we sure do. My wife, Christy, who also does a lot of the cooking here on the farm, she's got food for sale on the weekends. She does school tours every day during the week. So feel free, if your school's looking for a group activity, to contact us.
So what days and what are your hours here, Sean?
Our biggest days are on Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 till dark, and the free hayride runs noon to 5, along with the free parking all day, of course. And then weekdays, we are running 5 till dark. Great weather in the fall to come out and enjoy this. Give us some contact information how we get out here and find you. If you could check us out at lanerpumpkins.com, Lehner pumpkins, and also 740-595-3207.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Sean, I got to tell you, man, it's a pleasure to come out and see this. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Stay up to date with Out and About Columbus by visiting our Facebook page to see upcoming shows, behind-the-scenes content, and even giveaways to some of our favorite places that we visit. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Just look at this breathtaking view. It's one of the reasons to visit the Pine Tree Barn. Aside from wonderful furniture, a lot of gifts, a women's boutique, great food, just a wonderful place. Plus, they're having the Colonial Williamsburg Festival. This in its 25th year. We had an opportunity to talk to Matt Kilborn about some of the things you're going to find here. There's a lot of words that describe this place in my mind. Warm, inviting, friendly, things like that. Tell our viewers, if they haven't been to the Pine Tree Barn, what they're going to find here.
Well, we're a historic, restored 1867 barn. We've been here for 45 years. We started as a Christmas tree farm, but we've evolved into a lot more. We're now a 25,000 square foot building full of historic architecture, full of gifts, home furnishings. We have a gourmet lunch restaurant overlooking the valley, and just a lot of things to do here.
I know that the Colonial Williamsburg Festival is in its 25th year, and that's coming up. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect to see if they want to come up for that.
Well, we developed this festival as a way for people to learn a little bit about history, but to also have fun. So it showcases some of the best artists and craftspeople in Northeast Ohio and beyond. We also have historical reenactors and folks who give talks about things you would never have learned about, maybe in school, about history. We have a Pennsylvania militia regiment that's encamped outside that does demonstrations. They'll be firing their cannons and their muskets and then explaining to people why colonial soldiers did and dressed how they did. So that's a lot of fun too. It's a fun for the whole family kind of event.
So you're about an hour and a half, basically, or an hour and a half, depending on what side of town you're from, in Columbus, to come up to the Pine Tree Barn.
Yeah, it's really a beautiful place to come. It's a nice way of getting out of town, getting out into the country. Like I said, we're located on the edge of this lovely valley and lakes, and people like to get out of the city and come up here from Columbus and enjoy lunch overlooking the valley. And then there's probably 2 or 3 hours worth of shopping you could do here if you really want to explore every nook and cranny. So yeah, there's a little bit for everybody. We've got a boutique here, a beautiful women's boutique, and home furnishings, interior design, and gifts. So yeah, a lot for folks to do.
Well, for those folks that want to come up from Columbus and see, and I highly suggest that they do, tell us how we get here and how we get more information.
Well, first of all, I would say we're open 7 days a week, which is important. We are located just east of 71 coming up from Columbus, so it's a very easy drive. You come up 71 and then east on 30. We have a wonderful website with easy directions. It's pinetreebarn.com, and that would probably be the best way for you guys to figure out how to get up here.
Fantastic. Matt, good to see you. Thanks so much for having us back, and what a wonderful place.
You're always welcome. Thanks for coming.
Do you enjoy the local music scene? Then visit the featured music page on onacolumbus.com for interviews and information on some of Columbus's best musical acts. For the latest information about the show and exclusive behind-the-scenes content, follow us on Twitter. That's at ONACBus or twitter.com/ONACBus.
The Paul Bunyan Show, held at the Guernsey County Fairgrounds, is a great event for anyone who enjoys carpentry, timber sports, or even just being outdoors. John Dorka told us more about the show and the events you can enjoy during the Paul Bunyan Show.
The Paul Bunyan Show has been running for, this will be the 58th year that the show has taken place. This is the 10th year we're at the Guernsey County Fairgrounds. The show, it's a trade show officially. It's a demonstration of all the various types of equipment that are used in the processing, the harvesting and processing of trees and wood in the state of Ohio, and it's a live demonstration. People can see how trees are processed. It's essentially for the professional, but it's set up for the average consumer, anybody that just wants to see what the industry is about, what equipment's about. If you're interested in chainsaws, you can come and buy a chainsaw. You can get backyard equipment. You can. It's a fun day. Number one of the big things about this show is you can see equipment demonstrating, actually operating. People can see logs getting made into lumber. People can see massive chippers and grinders making their chips. It's loud, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, you can see wood splitters, chainsaws. It's a very loud show, and that's one of the neat things about it. And people can have fun with that. But we also have competitions. We have one of the big things that we've done for many years is we've had an international lumberjack competition. We have some of the best lumberjacks in the world will compete on Saturday afternoon. They do their axe throwing, the wood chopping, the chainsaw operating. It's a fun time, and it's a really neat experience. The show is always the first weekend in October every year. This year it's October 2nd through 4th. It's at the Guernsey County Fairgrounds, which is not far away from the intersection of Interstate 70 and 77 in Guernsey County in beautiful southeastern Ohio. If anybody wants to find out about information, schedules, agenda, and all that, they can go to the OFA website, the Ohio Forestry Association, at ohioforest.org. Or they can call us, our phone number 614-497-9580. Ask for Gayla, and she'll help them and give them whatever information they need.
Stay up to date on the latest events and information by visiting onacolumbus.com. It's easy to catch up on previous episodes, guests, upcoming event info, and so much more. onacolumbus.com.
We all love to get out and enjoy the crisp weather and beautiful colors of the fall season. What better way to do so than to take a trip to the Divine Farms near Hebron? We learned about the fun that the whole family can enjoy at Divine Farms from Charla Divine.
Okay, Divine Farms is a grain farm. We're on the historic National Road. We purchased the farm in November of '92 and actually moved out here in January of '94. My husband, Ralph, is a fifth-generation farmer, but from Illinois. So he's also a CPA. We both worked off the farm, and we just decided to sell pumpkins on the porch practically. So when we started, we just put some pumpkins out in the yard. Nothing quite as elaborate as this, and we went off to work, and we were on the honor system. And we've continued to honor that heritage because now we sell straw bales and corn for the critters when we're not out here in the fall season on the honor system. And then one day we thought, what the heck? We're just going to get a barrel train ride, and that was in 1998, and the rest is history. Well, the outside activities include the barrel train ride, the hay ride, the corn maze, the outdoor play area. Naturally, the barrel train ride, you get in a barrel, and kids love it, but adults can fit in it too. So you can't be too big or too little to ride the barrel train ride. You have to be just right. Building 1 is where all the pumpkins are, and the live beehive, find the queen bee. We also have honey, local honey, pumpkin butter, apple butter. We give samples on the weekends. Building 2 is where you get tickets for weekend fun, or the upper level is the straw crawl, the giant inside slide, or make a scarecrow. Building 3 is very popular. It is our pumpkin painting area. Building 4 is the concession area, and that's where you can get some wonderful food. Building 5 is considered our Fun Fest area, and it has writing toys, a corn box. It's perfect for children 48 inches or lower. I would send them to our website, divinefarms.com. I would encourage you to scroll through all our different links, but if you're just in a really fast hurry, go to the activities page or click on our event schedule, the calendar, and that'll tell you some of the free things we're doing this fall for children, like our pumpkin egg hunt, or also a pedal tractor pull. And that varies year to year what dates those are.
Stay up to date with Out and About Columbus by visiting our Facebook page to see upcoming shows, behind-the-scenes content, and even giveaways to some of our favorite places that we visit. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Guernsey County and Cambridge, Ohio have a lot of fun events coming up for the fall season and also the holidays. Debbie from Cambridge, Guernsey County Visitors and Convention Bureau told me more about all of the events and activities you can look forward to. Debbie, why would someone travel to Cambridge in Guernsey County in the fall?
We have lots of wonderful fall activities: camping, boating, hiking, birding. There's lots to do. We're home of Salt Fork State Park, the largest park in the state of Ohio, and we're also home to Seneca Lake. So there's lots to do, even in the fall.
Now, what would visitors find visiting downtown, the historic downtown Cambridge?
We have lots of shops, wonderful, eclectic, different kind of shops and local eateries. We also have a wonderful vineyard with a beautiful view of our historic downtown, our attractions, our museums. Everything is still going full force in the fall.
Well, I have to say it's so beautiful and very quaint.
We're very proud of our historic downtown. We have a lot of people who work very hard to make it look quaint and to also have wonderful shops open for our visitors.
Well, they do a great job. So you have a very unique event coming up for the holidays. Tell us about that.
We do. We're also very proud of that, and it takes place in historic downtown Cambridge. It's called Dickens Victorian Village, and it runs from the 1st of November until this first weekend in January. So for 10 weeks, our downtown is filled with life-size mannequins depicting the Victorian era, and they're in 86 scenes. They're educational. We also have our Guernsey County Courthouse has a light and music show that runs every night from 5:30 until 9, and our historic courthouse comes to life with music and with brilliant lights.
Well, it sounds wonderful. How can we find out more information so that we can come and visit Guernsey County and Cambridge?
Several ways. You can go to our website, visit guernseycounty.com, or you can call us, 1-800-933-5480.
Do you enjoy the local music scene? Then visit the featured music page on onacolumbus.com for interviews and information on some of Columbus's best musical acts. For the latest information about the show and exclusive behind-the-scenes content, follow us on Twitter. That's at ONACBus or twitter.com/ONACBus.
Well, while you're visiting Cambridge and Guernsey County, be sure to stop by Mosser Glass, where you'll find beautiful handcrafted glassware. Mindy told me more about their family-run business and the quality glassware you'll find while visiting their retail store. Mindy, this place is wonderful. wonderful. Tell us all about Monster Glass. How did this get started? I know this is a family business.
Right. Our father, Thomas Mosser, started the business. He started it 44 years ago. He originally worked at Cambridge Glass, which was a huge factory here in town, very famous glass factory. And once it closed, he was able to acquire molds, start slowly, and eventually be able to open his own factory.
Wow, it's unbelievable just to watch the process of the glass. Tell us about exactly what you do here.
We make hand-pressed glassware, and we have some very skilled craftsmen with us. And we have 6 different furnaces, and we're in 6 different colors at a time. But it's all hand-pressed glassware.
So when you say hand-pressed versus the blown, what is the difference?
It's made in a mold. It's all gathered by hand, pressed by hand, but it is shaped in a mold.
So you have this beautiful store here. Tell us what people come here to find.
They come to find a little bit of everything. We have it all. Everything from small collectibles, animals, up to larger tableware pieces. Cake plates are what's in right now. So a lot of our people come in looking for cake plates in every size, color imaginable.
Yeah, that's what we were seeing being made earlier. And just the fact that it's made here in the U.S. is wonderful.
Right. We're very proud of our craftsmanship, our fact that it's made in the USA. We couldn't be more proud.
So do you give tours to the public?
We absolutely do. We give free tours to the public every day, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And our showroom retail store is open every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Well, how can we find out more, and how can we find you?
Well, we are located on Caddis Road in Cambridge, 9279 Caddis Road, right off Interstate 77. Our phone number is 740-439-1827, and our web address is monsterglass.com.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Stay up to date on the latest events and information by visiting onacolumbus.com. It's easy to catch up on previous episodes, guests, upcoming event info, and so much more. onacolumbus.com.
Well, it's obvious the fall's a great time to come down to the Hocking Hills. We had an opportunity to talk to Danny Duvall from Old Man's Cave Chalet, and they're actually building some new cabins in the Hocking Hills, but he even told us about some of the things there are to do in all seasons down here. You know, you guys have been on before, and I know that you're doing a lot of exciting things down here in the Hocking Hills and adding to the overall Hocking Hills experience, so to speak. So Tell us what's going on with you guys.
Well, we have 50 cabins, and we're currently building 4 more. We try to build cabins that accommodate both fun, friendly, and family atmospheres, things that families and friends can either spend time together in their cabin and, bring the necessities and never leave, or have quick access to all the Hocking Hills has to offer.
There's a lot of things that make it really nice to come down here and spend some time.
Well, all of our cabins have private hot tubs and either a wood-burning or gas-burning fireplace. They all offer either cable or direct TV, so you won't be missing your games on Sundays and Saturdays.
Got to see the Buckeyes, right?
That's right. They all have central heating and air, of course. They almost all have fully stocked kitchens.
You can bring your own food, do your own cooking, do your own thing, right?
Yep, you can hole up for the weekend and never leave if you don't want to.
That's a great place to do that. One of the things I like to point out about the Hocking Hills is, a lot of vacation spots are seasonal. That isn't the case here, is it?
I don't think so. We certainly have our busier seasons, but one of my favorite things about the Hocking Hills is that every season has something different to offer. The summertime, you've got your canoeing and zip lining, and the fall has the great change in the leaves. Yeah. The winter brings some really beautiful landscapes with the snow and really great ice formations in the state parks. And spring, of course, has all the new flowers and some great bird watching, things like that.
Despite the number of cabins that are down here, it's still tough to find, especially in this season, right?
Sure. October's such a popular season that it tends to book up a few months in advance on weekends. Weekdays are still probably a little tougher to get away for most people, but they tend to book a little later. December, January, February are almost always a good time to come down, where you can have the place to yourself.
Well, of course, the big question is, how do we learn more information? How do we book one of these cabins and get more information about Old Man's Cave Chalet?
Well, you can either visit our website at oldmanscavechalets.com or call us at 740-385-6517, and one of our reservationists will be more than happy to find the right cabin for you guys.
Fantastic. Hey, Danny, thanks so much for being on the show, man. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay up to date with Out and About Columbus by visiting our Facebook page to see upcoming shows, behind-the-scenes content, and even giveaways to some of our favorite places that we visit. That's facebook.com/Out and About Columbus.
Well, the Orchard and Company in Plain City has plenty for the family to do. And on top of it all, you can come out and pick a bag of apples. This place is just phenomenal. Open on the weekends. We learn more from John Scally. Well, John, thanks for having Out and About Columbus out to the Orchard and Company.
Well, thank you. Pleasure to have you.
You know, this place is neat. I see this all the time, all year around, and it's just amazing the things that you do out here. It's a lot of fun. Let's talk about the Fall Festival. I know that's going on right now, and what kind of activities you have for the kids.
Well, right now, through the weekends in October, we have jump pillow, a zip line, pedal cars, a big tire mountain for the kids to climb on, corn box with hay in it for them to play in and get kind of dirty, the animal barn, and also tractor rides.
A lot for the family to do when they come out here.
Right, a lot for the family and a lot of stuff that you can do with your kids too. Everything is something that you can do with them. It's not only focused for the kids.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I didn't understand, and now it makes sense with the name, the Orchard Company, is it's apple orchards, and you can come out and pick apples, right?
Right, we do you-pick through probably about the middle of October until the apples last. You can come out, you can buy a bag, and go pick your own apples.
Oh. And what variety of apples do you find out here?
We have about 12 different varieties. Honeycrisp, Gala, John and Mac, Smoothie, which is a Gold Delicious variety, John and Gold, Red Delicious, Fuji, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be just a fun thing for the family to do. It's kind of like, you think about going out and picking your own Christmas trees or picking your own pumpkin. Coming out and picking apples would be great.
Yeah, I mean, there's families that come out and they stay for the day, they play, they pick some apples. We have a cafe where they can sit down and have lunch, get some cider, plenty of desserts. We do all home cooked food. It's all grandma's recipe, pulled chicken, pulled pork.
I saw you had a smoker over there.
Yeah, we actually smoke all of our own meats, apple smoked naturally. Uh-huh. So it's really good.
Yeah, okay. Fits with the theme, doesn't it?
Right. Fits with the theme, yep.
So what kind of hours are you keeping now to come out and see this?
Right now it's Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 6, and anytime between then.
Okay. And where do we get more information? How do we find you? All that good stuff.
You can check us out on the web at www.theorchardandcompany.com.
Fantastic. John, I'll tell you, man, this place is a blast. It's great coming out here.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Do you enjoy the local music scene? Then visit the featured music page on onacolumbus.com for interviews and information on some of Columbus's best musical acts. For the latest information about the show and exclusive behind-the-scenes content, follow us on Twitter. That's at ONACBus or twitter.com/ONACBus.
The Trout Club in Newark is a great place to get one of those last-minute rounds of golf in before the seasons change. Brent Dewey told us about what you can expect to find at the Trout Club and their new accommodations on the property.
The TC Villas were here back in the 50s and 60s and were created as a fishing lodge. And they are turned into a play and stay package for the golfers and have just become little destinations over the years for people to come and spend a weekend or a Valentine's Day or the holidays. We did an extensive remodel on them, and they're back opened up now here at the Trout Club. They're very nice. They've got a full kitchenette in them, a full bath. They've got a queen-size bed in each of them, full air conditioning, 40-inch TV, great views of the golf course. You've got access to the pool, the clubhouse, continental breakfast when you stay with us, and some golf packages. Well, here at the Trout Club, we've got Newark's only fine dining, and we've got lunch menus, anything from sandwiches to pizzas to wraps, great salads. Our dinner entrees are wonderful. We've got great steaks, salmon, of course, trout on the menu. Got a really good dinner. We've got a really big fall concert lineup going on. You can find it at our website at thetroutclub.com. We have great Columbus bands. We have some local bands, some bands out of Zanesville. But every Thursday night we do pretty big bands on the back patio on our stage. Yes, we've put a lot of money into the course over the last year. We're an 18-hole public golf course here in Newark. It's beautiful right now. The greens are in great shape, getting a lot of play. The weather, 75, 80 degrees, is perfect for fall golf. Foot golf is becoming a up-and-coming sport, and it's doing quite well. Foot golf is almost exactly like it sounds. You use a number 5 regulation soccer ball, and you tee off just with your foot. There's no club involved. So it's like playing soccer, but you use a 21-inch oversized cup cut off to the side of the fairway. We lay out 18 holes of foot golf on the front 9 of our course. And what's nice about that is everybody in the family can play. So we have a lot of corporate team building events. We have grandparents bringing their grandkids out and playing. If they don't want to play foot golf, they can play golf right beside the grandchild kicking the soccer ball. So it's pretty neat. But we'd like them to come out here in person if they could. If not, they can either call the club or get on the website at www.thetroutclub.com.
Stay up to date on the latest events and information by visiting onacolumbus.com. It's easy to catch up on previous episodes, guests, upcoming event info, and so much more. onacolumbus.com. Back in Columbus, check out these businesses in our local business spotlight.
Well, behind me, you can get the tickets to some of the best movies in town and a wonderful meal at this cinema eatery. We're talking about the Movie Tavern located in Mill Run. We had an opportunity to talk to Chaz Mize about what you're going to find here. So this is what is called a cinema eatery. So what exactly is that?
Well, basically, we've been able to satiate 2 needs in one venue.
And what are those needs?
Well, we've been able to provide a great culinary experience, a great dining experience, coupled with premier movies.
And how does that work? I mean, how is it you can come in, watch a movie, and not disturb everybody around you eating?
Sure, it is a bit tricky, but we call our theaters houses. And in each house, we treat like an individual dining room. So much like a traditional dining experience, your server comes to the table, takes your order from there. We have made it fairly simple by providing a switch or button, and that comes up on various screens throughout the venue, and that's how we know to come in and take care of you.
Well, I got to ask you. I know you have a great culinary experience here. So what's some of the favorite items on the menu?
Well, number 1, hands down, is our game day platter. So it is definitely a large meal for one, or it's an item that can be shared. So we have our sliders, loaded fries, and then both bone-in and bone-out chicken wings as well.
So you ever get complaints about people eating around other people in the theater?
Surprisingly, no. So for us, it's easy because people know what to expect when they come to see us. First-time patrons typically are excited by the experience, and they have heard about us, so they know what to expect as well. But our servers, when they come in the theater, do speak in their theater voice. So we try not to be intrusive, and I think that we do a pretty good job of it.
Yeah. Let's talk about how we can find more information and where you're located at here in Mill Run.
Yeah, absolutely. We're located at 3773 Ridge Mill Drive here in Hilliard. And then you can also find us at movietavern.com. You can see showtimes, get location information, and you can also purchase tickets on the website as well.
Yeah, it's real easy. Okay, well, sounds great. Thanks so much, Chaz, for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you.